Welcome back, subscribers, and welcome new viewers to April 2025 General Monthly Reading for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South nodes of the Moon. And I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed, who like and share my videos, because that helps my whole channel to circulate to more and more individuals who are in need of this information just like you. Okay, Capricorn. So we've got big energies, Aries energy, especially because we have several planets in Aries right now, and through the coming months, we're going to have more. So this is a very potent time of the year and year for Aries, because Aries, for everybody, because of this Aries energy. That's what I meant to say. Because Aries has everything to do with the self. And with all the planets that are and will continue to line up in Aries, they will all sextile, which is a harmonious compatibility to transiting Pluto in Aquarius and its close degree. So what that means is we're all going to, in our own specific individual way, just feel a desire or a deep drive to dig into our self, to get to the root of who each one of us truly is, and being able to live our true selves. Because Pluto has everything to do with that deep transformation on a root foundational level. And then Aquarius has everything to do with the truth coming out. So we're all digging for the truth within ourselves and who we truly are, and being able to express and live in our highest and best power. Live in our power and do good for all, including ourselves. Okay. So with that being said, we have the full moon is going to be on the 13th. It's going to be in Libra, 23 degrees, 20 minutes. The new moon will be on the 27th. It will be in Taurus, 7 degrees, 47 minutes. And then, oh, I forgot to tell you, I am recording today is March 31st. And speaking of March 31st, Neptune, it's either today or yesterday, I can't remember, where Neptune, transiting Neptune, was in Pisces, and now it is in Aries. It begins in Aries. So it begins the month at 0 degrees, and then by the end of the month, 1 degree. So talking about those Aries transits, of course, we have Sun in Aries right now still. Neptune now in Aries, and we just had the new moon in Aries just a couple days ago on the 29th, and that also included a partial solar eclipse, so that was a huge deal. Okay, and now transiting Mercury is currently in Pisces. It is retrograde. It goes direct on the 7th. And then on the 17th, Mercury also goes back into Aries. So we also still have Venus in Pisces. Venus is also retrograde, which means it's going backwards. It will go direct, so it will start moving forward on the 13th. And then it will also transition back into Aries, or into Aries, I think it's back into Aries, on May 1st. We still have Chiron, asteroid, in Aries, 22 degrees all month long. And the other big deal is Mars is going to be transitioning on the 19th into Leo. So we had this Leo opposition, Pluto in Aquarius, close degree opposition, which is an intense hard aspect, which means it's not harmonious. It's going to be, it's intense. That's all I can, that's not the only word that's coming to my mind right now. But we had it back in the end of last year. We're going to have it again. And like I said, as soon as Mars goes back into Leo on the 19th, we're going to have that close opposition of transiting Pluto and Aquarius. So that deep, Pluto again is the deep transformation, deep truths, root truths coming out. Mars has to do with taking action, and Mars energy is very passionate, and so emotionally so that we could see a lot of emotional action taking where the truth is concerned. So physical action taking, and it could be rather explosive in some circumstances around the world. Okay, so with that being said, okay, Capricorn, let's get to your specific reading. What do I see? Well, okay, let's go. This tarot deck has been used a lot this month, so this is the Star Tarot deck. And let's see, what does Capricorn need to know? Sun, moon, rising, north or south nodes of the moon for Capricorn. Capricorn, what's going on for them this month? Okay, we'll do that one. Hermit. Okay, we have the Hermit coming out. So you've been gaining a lot of wisdom in this winter, this past winter season. Maybe you've already been working internally, Capricorns, or you could be really hunkering down and beginning that internal search, of course, like I said, with Aries, we have all the Aries planets. You could have already just begun that. Okay. Anything else for Capricorn? I'm also getting you could have Aries in your chart. You don't have to. A significant planetary placement, or your nodes of the moon, south or north nodes. Okay. Your moon. Okay, so we have, like I said, the Hermit, and you're coming out of this Hermit mode. But you've gained wisdom, and you're going to continue expanding on that wisdom. Okay, and I'm also getting with that star, the Hermit's holding that star, the lantern, and I see it as a star, but it's also a light, of course. But what I was getting is that you now have a direction. You now have a direction that you are focusing on, and it has to do with yourself, your internal expansion, gaining wisdom about who you truly are, which again, that makes sense because of the Aries planets as well, but you could have already been on that before the Aries planets started, or you could also been very extra sensitive, and without knowing it, if you started your search in March, anytime in March, yes, or even earlier. Okay, so yes, the King of Wands. You could have Leo in your chart too. I'm also feeling that you are extra courageous. Your courage, your strength, your ability to endure is really coming out this month. Being able to get the job done. Again, it's going to be different for all of you. I also just got reach your dreams and desires, because wands have to do with your dreams and your desires and your passions. And maybe you're becoming really passionate about something, like, again, wouldn't be surprised if you're about yourself and digging in and really finding out what you, who you are, what you as your soul, who your soul really is, who you truly are in a deep level. Okay. Anything else there? And I just feel that you are really going to be, or you are in command of yourself. You really are in command of yourself. That's the King of Wands. He has self-control. He knows the direction to focus on, just like I was saying with you with the Hermit card, to get his passions, to reach his passions. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Some of you, of course, could be focusing on, I specifically got your prosperity, your finances, and increasing your finances. And also your finances could be increasing this month. So you could be seeing a transformation in that area. It will also directly affect, I'm getting, your finances. Your increased finances will be directly related to your inner work as well. And I'm seeing that as it begins this month. So as you continue to look inside yourself and discover things about you and who you truly are, it's going to expand your awareness and open you up to more abundance, more wealth, prosperity. And again, wealth, prosperity, abundance is all uniquely different for each one of us, depending on, it could be money, it could be other things other than just money. I'm also getting heart expansion, because when you open yourself up and learn more about you, then you love yourself more, and you deal with those blockages, then your heart opens up and you are just more unconditionally loving, again, within yourself first. And then that unconditional love of yourself automatically goes out into your environment and is helpful to others. Your family. I just got two. Family members. And this could be a specific, I just got the idea or the feeling that for some of you, there are specific family members, or a specific family member that is going to acknowledge and or see your, and be affected by, they're all going to be affected, but this one family member or a few family members are going to express it to you, that they see your change. And I'm getting to that, this expression, this emotional expression, it could come in the form of what we would call negative. Don't like to say negative, but whether it could be an explosive outburst or a disagreement. I'm not saying that it's going to be that way, but I'm being called to say this so that you know, in preparation, anytime we make changes, personal changes, transformations within ourself, it affects the families we were born into, especially, and also the families that if you're married and you have children, that family as well are going to be the most affected. And so you will see because you're initiating transformation within each one of them as well, whether they consciously know it or not, whether, regardless of your intentions, you're working on yourself. It just automatically starts happening on a cellular level. And when family members are affected, and maybe they don't want to change, they're going to express that in a specific way. But regardless of how others are expressing that back to you, whether it's so-called positive or negative, they're happy for you or not, um, positive feedback or not, it's all positive. It's all positive. So just know that, because you hit them on a core level. And also they're telling you, you are transforming, which is what you're to be doing. So it's all positive, and just do your best to stay as calm and balanced as possible, because they're just reacting, and most likely they don't know, and they might not be open to hear. So that's okay. All right. Okay, Queen of Cups. Yes, Queen of Cups. So I'm seeing that this is you, and or this is exactly what I'm talking about what I was just talking about. You making sure, of course, you're not going to be perfect. No one is. But now maybe you have a heads up for those of you that you might encounter those family members. You stay in your Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, whether you're male or female, you know what's going on emotionally. You have your emotions in control. You're in control of your emotions, and you can stay balanced regardless of the chaos or what emotionally is being expressed in your environment or with others towards you, or just in general. You can see and have a feeling, yes, you can even know why they're expressing what they're expressing, and then it's not you, it's something within themselves, because whatever you triggered within themselves, that's something that they're struggling or not wanting to face, and that trigger kind of forced that out of them so that they could have the chance to take care of it. So if you're in a certain situation, that I'm just seeing that you're going to be able to handle it. Queen of Cups. That's what I see you are embodying, and you're also working towards embodying, is the mastery of your emotional self, especially when you are, I got the word invited. Okay, invited. I don't know where that came from, but I'm saying that. But what I wanted to say is in communication or in the presence of other people. That maybe that's what you are also mastering, is that being in control of your emotions. So that you don't do outbursts either, because you could be triggered by that too. And that could be something that you've been working through as well. Okay. And you know when you've mastered something, Capricorn, when you consciously are able to stay balanced and you're not triggered. So that is a sure sign way of knowing when you've actually mastered, for example, your South Node, for example, your Chiron, um, again, is being able to stay in balance and not be triggered. And it's okay too if you get triggered. You can see there, then you can also take a look at, okay, why did this trigger me, or where, maybe it's part of your South Node and you're still working through that. Okay, now you have an idea of where you can focus your attention. And so all is good. All is good. Okay. So let's see. Okay, let's go to the astrology deck. And this is my star code Astro Oracle deck for Capricorn. I just got to, because Capricorns, you know, you are very business minded, very good business people. And I just got you could have a new way of running your business or making a business, having a business. Something new could very well come to you, a new idea in some way about your business or a new business venture, something like that. I just got for some of you. Okay, what else for Capricorn? Okay, anything else? Sun, moon, rising, north or south nodes of the moon for Capricorn. Okay, let's see here. Okay, and I want to take it from the bottom. 38. Okay, this is a master number because it adds up to be an 11. And 11 is a master number, and this is a sign or synchronicity for you. So 11, 11, 11, you could be seeing, you could even see 38, 38 for some of you. Okay, and when that happens, for those of you that pay attention to those 11, 11 or 38, 38, there's a root reason. There is something, what I'm getting is you're to look deeper than the surface of what's going on. Because there is a deeper reason, there's a deeper solution, there's a deeper something, again, deeper underneath the surface that can't be seen. Because it's very, very essential to do that, because I'm getting that by looking deeper, and again, this could just be continuing to look into your subconscious. For example, if you already know your nodes of the moon, to just revisit, reread them maybe, to keep you consciously aware, because you are in the phase right now, what I'm getting, for a lot of you, all of you on a certain level, whether you're starting something new or not, you are building the foundation, the root foundation, and you want to make sure it's solid. So exposing all that's underneath, that's not seen, that you're not consciously aware of, is essential. And I feel like you are doing that. So keep doing that. And for some of you, you're going to start that this month. Okay, I'm going to put this down here. Okay, get this one. Okay, the next card out here is number 42. It breaks down into a 6. This is a 4th house and home. So yes, what you're digging into, this definitely your home, your own personal home, which could also, what I'm getting is this is connected to this root, the subconscious, something that you're not seeing. So again, your own personal home, Capricorn, but also it can extend out into the home you're living in and who you're living with. This could also extend to your ancestors, your ancestry, your mother and your father and their lineage as well. Because that's all represented astrologically. The 4th house is represented with mother, father, ancestry, your physical home you live in. And it's the natural house of Cancer. Okay. And after saying that about Cancer, Cancer's a very emotional planet. So there could be emotions, underground emotions, either in you or in others around you. And also what I'm getting to is others around you could be expressing your unexpressed, hidden emotions. That and they're your angels. They're your angel or angels. If that's the case, because they're trying to, without them even knowing it, they are assisting you in getting, recognizing, is consciously recognizing some emotion that's stuck inside of you, that's hidden inside of you that you didn't know either. Okay. Okay. Invitation. I just got invitation to join society. So number 37, it breaks down into a 10. 10 is endings and new beginnings. I'm also getting, on more of a surface level, invitation. You could be receiving an invitation to a wedding. Got a wedding, an anniversary. And maybe some of you or someone, Capricorn, one of you is having an anniversary and or a wedding, and you are the one sending out the invitations. And maybe the wedding or anniversary is in April. I also just got something totally different. You are expanding your, oh, I just lost just a second. Your place of endeavor? That doesn't make sense. You're expanding your place of endeavor. No, that's not right. Something about endeavor, though. Expanding your awareness. But in an endeavor, that I believe is something you're interested in. Something like that. Anyway, endeavor. Maybe that keyword could be specific for someone. Your endeavor. Just a second, I almost had it again. Something like your endeavor is expanding. Or you have an expansion where your endeavors are concerned. That's expanding for you. Your scope of what you're seeing and what you're desiring is what I'm getting. Okay. Is expanding, is opening up. Okay. So let's move on here. Let's see. Okay, so let's get being called to use this deck. This is the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle deck. Okay, so, and this will be my last deck before I close this reading. Okay, so let's see for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South nodes of the Moon for Capricorn. What? Some more details. What do they need to know? What else do they need to know from this deck? This has to do with your mind expansion or whatever is expanding this deck, I feel. So let's see what this card is. But your being is expanding is what, Hathor light codes. Light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. And Hathors, they have to do with unconditional love and expanding your heart chakra and opening up to unconditional love. So that's what I'm feeling for you Capricorns, is balancing your factual, I say this a lot to you, and I'm saying it again, balancing your factual side with your emotional side. But I'm specifically getting unconditional love. You are having an upgrade or a heart opening to unconditional love. And speaking of heart opening, there was another, let me see if I can see. Yes, Libra. Libra, the title for Libra is You Are Having a Heart Chakra Awakening. And I got that you definitely, some of you could have Libra prominent in your chart as well. So you might want to watch that April monthly for Libra. You don't have to though. Okay, so that's beautiful. Yes, and your third eye could be opening as well. Okay, so Capricorn, I hope this was helpful, and I want to thank you for allowing me to do this reading for you. Until next time, bye.